In 1995, Mitch Albom saw a television interview with one of his favorite college professors that changed the course of his life forever.
His profound effect on Mitch would serve as the inspiration behind a book, and you know it very well. It's called Tuesdays with Morrie, which is still inspiring readers 25 years later. Take a look.
Selling more than 17 million copies and translated into 48 languages, Tuesdays with Morrie is one of the best-selling memoirs of all time. The book chronicles the weekly conversations Mitch Albom shared with his former sociology professor, Morrie Schwartz, during the last months of his teacher's life.
It is so peculiar to do it at the end of your life, you know, to have to wait all this time to realize all the things I felt were important.
After receiving an aggressive ALS diagnosis, Morrie used his final days to gift Mitch with one last lesson on the meaning of life.
Live as fully and deeply as you can in the moment, which doesn't mean you ignore the future or the past, but all you have is right now.
The memoir that started it all is celebrating its 25th anniversary, and Morrie's legacy lives on through the words he left behind. The truth is, once you learn how to die, you learn how to live.
Mitch, first of all, welcome. We love when you come here. You're always so full of wisdom, just based on this book. When you think back, now it's been 25 years, are there lessons he's still teaching you to this day? And
Absolutely.
what are they?
Well, I noticed one time that when people would come in to visit him, they would try to cheer him up, and within a couple minutes, he'd be cheering them up. Yeah. So I said to him, I don't get it. You know, you're the one who's dying. Why don't you just take the sympathy? And he'd say, Mitch, why would I ever take like that? Taking makes me feel like I'm dying. Giving makes me feel like I'm living. I never forgot that, and that has influenced every charity thing that I've been involved with, every, the orphanage that we work with, all that. So I find that to be extraordinarily true. I also find he told me, forgive everybody, everything. Because he never cried as hard as when he told me a story about someone who he had lost touch with, and they had been good friends, and they had an argument, and then now that he got afflicted with ALS, he wanted to tell him what a great friend he was, but he had died. And he just started crying, said, Mitch, forgive everybody, everything, whatever it is in your life. So, I mean, I listen to him. He's on my shoulder every day of my life.
It's so amazing that this book has impacted so many lives in 25 years, and it feels like, chief among them, it's impacted yours. He was this first relationship of many relationships that would change you.
I mean, you were so driven, like, professionally. You were so wildly ambitious. All you wanted was the next award, the next. And Morrie somehow changed that, didn't he?
Yeah, and I think that that's probably why people take to Tuesdays with Morrie. I never could figure out. It's a tiny little book that I only wrote to pay his medical bills. I gave him all the money for it. I was supposed to go back to sports writing. But I think the reason that it became what it did was because a lot of people identify with me back then, type A, working like 80 hours a week, whatever. And then all of a sudden you encounter this old professor and he says, listen, when you get to the end, nobody's going to care how much you worked, and nobody's going to care, if you showed up in the office, this, that, or that. It's going to be the friends that you've made, the family that you've had. And I watched this in front of me and I realized he's 78 years old, dying. I'm 37 years old, perfectly healthy, and he's 10 times more content with his life. What's the matter with this picture? That's really the essence of Tuesdays with Morrie.
Would you think, had you not met him, what do you think your life?
I wouldn't be sitting here with you. I can guarantee you that. I mean, I wouldn't be running an orphanage. I wouldn't have charities, and I probably wouldn't. Everything would have been different. Everything.
Let's just talk about that part of your life, too, because you're a prolific writer. All of your books are filled with life lessons, but they all come from something so real. You run an orphanage in Haiti. You and your wife didn't have children, but you have many, many, many children, as we are seeing
few
here.
Of them.
Yeah. So tell me what this gives you. I can see what the children are getting.
Well, what's funny, Hoda, is that, I'm a lot closer to Morrie's age now than my old age when I wrote the book. And I feel a lot like Morrie now in terms of sharing these lessons of life with them. The teenage boys, and they say, what does it mean to be a good man, Mr. Mitch? And I say, wow, who? I never got that question when I was 37, but I kind of asked that to Morrie when he was his age.
What does it mean?
It means to give to others. It means to be responsible for the things that you do. It means to love your family. And be honorable and ethical in how you behave yourself. That's what I tell them. And I might use smaller words, but that's what I tell them.
Yeah, you have a little girl living with you now, a baby.
Yeah.
Talk about her.
Well, she's kind of typical to the stories that we have in Haiti. She was brought to us when she was about 6 months old, and she weighed 6 pounds. That's her on the left.
6 months.
They said that she'd only had sugar water to drink her whole life because of the poverty. She had conjunctivitis, and she was malnourished. We brought her to America quickly, and you saw her on the right. She's thriving now. But unfortunately, that's the situation in Haiti. For every one little naughty like that, there's hundreds of others.
You've written another book about another little girl named Chica,
Yeah.
Finding Chica, one of my favorite books you've ever written. And it's a beautiful book. And in the end, Chica does pass away, and she was so little. And there's so much pain associated with caring and loving someone who you know may not make it, which is what the case was with and the case with Morrie.
Yeah.
So
but
what's
you know
the
what?
lesson
Morrie
there?
said something to me. The last conversation we had, he said, "I want you to come to my grave and visit me." And I said, okay. He said, but not the way other people do. You know, I want you to come with a blanket and some sandwiches. I want you to sit there and I want you to talk to me. And I said, you want me to talk to you? He said, just like we're talking now. I said, won't be like we're talking now because you won't be able to talk back. And he looked at me as if I were being very naive. And he said, well, Mitch, I'll make you a deal. After I'm dead, you talk, I'll listen, you know. And that has been true with Morrie. I hear him all the time because if you lead your life as he did, making time for other people, then when they die, they're not 100% gone. You hear them, right? In your head, in your heart, every lesson, every Thanksgiving, every, you know, oh, they would have said this, or they wouldn't have liked the potatoes, or they wouldn't have. So that's how I am with Morrie, and that's how I was with Chica after she's gone. You know, I still hear her, I still hear Morrie, because if you make time to be with people, they're in your hearts.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh,
God. Thank you, Mitch. That was beautiful.
Thank you so
as usual.
much. And get this special copy. It's the 25th anniversary edition of Tuesdays with Morrie. I can't believe it. It's changed so many lives. You can head to today.com/books.
And even if you think I've already read it, reread it. Reread it, because there are lessons there.